Welcome, 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 welcome to a beautiful, soulful morning. Let's start our wonderful morning yet again with a lot of gratitude in our heart by closing our eyes, by straightening our backs, by going within and finding the hidden blessings. There are so many things in life that we're grateful for, that we are blessed with, but oftentimes we take them for granted. So let's center, balance, align ourselves and go within to see, to genuinely see what all we are blessed with. For the wonderful house that you live in. Even though some people want the quality to get better, the lifestyle to get better, we're at least blessed with a house, with a wonderful bed to sleep on. They might look like deeper blessings or superfluous blessings or something that we take for granted. And you may feel, oh, but this is something I've always had. But aren't we blessed to have had that privilege? To be sleeping in a bed of our own. Be blessed for the body that we live in. Yes, we want the body to get better, fitter, maybe a different color, a different size, a different shape. But aren't we blessed to be having a functional body? To be blessed for the food that we eat. Yes, everybody eats food, correct. But there are so many who would die of starvation. But we are born in a family where food has never been a problem, or isn't a problem now. Yes, these may still seem very superfluous. But aren't these the building blocks of life? Blessed with a family. One may want more attention, more love, more recognition, more time. But we are blessed with a family, aren't I? Aren't we? No matter how they are. Who's perfect? Am I perfect? I also come in all shades. I have my mood swings. I see the light, I see the dark. But I am not perfect. And when I know that perfection is a myth, because beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. And life lies in the eyes of the beholder, the perception towards life. So when I'm going deep within and rediscovering gratitude, knowing that's the biggest multiplier, then why shan't I look at these superfluous things which may look like them? These are the building blocks that I have built my life upon. I was born on Mother Earth with air, water, every possible element around me. I was born with a beautiful sense of the five senses. I am born with 70% water in me. So am I grateful for the water that I drink? For the water that I have? Because water takes whatever shape we put it in. So what shape and size have we put this 70% water in? What are we made up of? Will it be right to say that if we divide the 70% water, 35% is probably expectation? What if we replace this 35% of expectation with acceptance? Or whatever is meant to be is happening the way it is. Nothing happens before time, before space. And what if we replace acceptance with blessings? Because whatever we count, expand, increases. So if expectation can be acceptance, can be blessings, then blessings, when we multiply, will give us acceptance, will give us expectations, and we will finally get fruition of whatever we want. Why do we deny ourselves the process of growing? In primary school, to learn to write a sentence or to further elaborate upon an essay, we needed to learn the alphabets, the vowels, the spellings, the phonetics. So, can we rebuild our life with gratitude as the base? And start from scratch, from the very basic gratitude. We should be counting our blessings that we have time, inclination, and effort every morning to go deep and to study something about the ethereal world, the spiritual world, about the essence of our being, about the soul. How many privileged people actually have this beautiful essence? Life doesn't always go according to plan. We write a script, but the ultimate designer is one energy, light energy. Whether we are a believer, whether we are atheist, there is one driving force. Whether we realize or whether we don't, whatever happens in this life is also happening because of our past lives. And it is in us to heal our past life, to release the trauma that we are holding, to make this life a better version of what it is. There are times that we don't have answers or why we are having the particular struggle. But the more we fight the struggle, the more the struggle expands. So, can we stop resisting? And can we start flowing like the beautiful water in our body? We all know the innate nature of water. It is just to flow. So, for once, can we start flowing? How does it feel when we want to move ahead, but somebody's stopping us with force? No, you can't move ahead. A rebellion happens. Some people accept it. Oh, I'm not allowed, so I'll be here. Some people rebel. And some people quietly wait for the right time to come. By accepting the situation the way it is. Well, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. What your heart says is what it is. There's often a dual conflict between the mind and the heart. Who are we following? The heart always knows the eternal truth. This morning, let's look at deep inside us. Why is it that we try to victimize ourselves or try to play a game of me being the victim? Why is it so easy to just shove off or to transfer the responsibility of what is happening to me to on others by saying that I am in this victim phase because this person did this or because life happened like this? What are we getting out of this victim phase? What if we start taking ownership that this happened to me because of something? It could be karmic baggage from past lives. It could be something that had expanded or manifested unknowingly in this life. It's time for each one of us to go deep in our own realms. Maybe we have too much responsibility on our shoulders. Maybe we have none. Maybe we have one. What are you tuning in? What am I tuning in? Is love a sense that's flowing in us? There are only two ways to do the thing, anything. Either take responsibility for doing something for someone or for ourselves. Either compulsion, that you have no option, or acceptance, and then giving it your best by flowing in love. The choice is always ours. What choice are we making? Which direction are we flowing in? We can project to the world other images that I am like this, I am like that, I do it for this reason, I do it for that reason. But is that the truth? Our life shows us the mirror. We know our own truth. Why we do what we do. So, can we be truthful to ourselves? And genuinely change the story that we are writing? Nothing changes if nothing changes. We may want to break the pattern that we are going through. But at times, we don't even realize we become comfortable with the pattern that we're going through. The very absence of that is also sometimes unsettling. This morning, let's look at our own patterns. We are all in this beautiful world for a reason, for a purpose. And we often get deflected from it. Because it's very easy to fall back in the old grind, the old routine. But it's tough to start a new beginning. But then Mother Nature teaches us a lesson. Every day there's a new way. Every night there's a new flight, maybe. So can we sleep on to all the negatives and just expand them into positives and wake up with a new ray, new hope, new sunshine? What's done is done. Today is not a good day. Tomorrow can be better. When we start our morning with hope and gratitude, we should be rest assured that life is only going to take us upward. But on the contrary, if we start our morning with hopelessness and complain, again, let's be rest assured that we will only spiral downwards. So, what choice are we making? Counting our blessings or living in a victim mode by complaining and passing the buck, shirking responsibility. Only I can help myself. I can find people who kind of support my journey of finding myself, helping myself. But the ultimate act of love is only with me because I am accountable for my life. Many of us pay to teachers or to mentors or so many more to do a particular thing. Until we give it 100%, we can't avail of it. So forget 100%. Can we begin by giving 30 genuine percent of us and keep gradually escalating? Determination, dedication, focus. Can we be grateful for the life that we live, for the beautiful values that we have? There are some values that society gives us, that people give us, parents give us, families give us. But there's some principles and values that we make for ourselves. Who am I? Now, place your hand on your heart and request your heart, may I see my own mirror. May I see the reflection of a better version of myself. And may I be shown the direction to become that better version of myself. May the mirror of time take me only to the better and better version, emotionally, spiritually, physically, ethically, so that I can play my role on Mother Earth with my light, with a purpose, by sharing my love and light, by shining bright, right here, right now. And with this beautiful affirmation and prayer and request, let's fold our hands and be grateful to all the angels, guardians, mentors, teachers, gurus in the realm around us to bless us and our spirit and to guide us, nudge us, prod us into our deeper purpose. So it is. So it is. So it is. Now you can open your hands and bless everybody who's there in this cosmic universe, who's on similar tangent to grow, to learn, to evolve. The more we bless, the more we are blessed. So whatever is your one wish, just throw in the universe right now with an affirmation, with a belief that this affirmation is coming true right here, right now. It could be a very simple affirmation like, I believe in myself. And now, rub your hands together. Bless your wonderful body. And open your magical eyes. And let's expand this world by reading a wonderful book by Dr. Brian Weiss, namely Mirrors of Time. Mirror of Time is a very, very deep book. And like all his books, it talks about using regression for physical, emotional, spiritual healing. So when we read stories of other people healing, we heal ourselves. This is the content of the book. We're going to be going with it one by one. Let's see the introduction of this book. Dr. Y says, over the past 20 years, I have used meditation and regression techniques with thousands of patients, helping many of them alleviate psychological and physical symptoms. The benefits of meditation, healing, visualization, regression have been extensively documented in my previous books. In addition, my series have helped many people achieve states of inner peace and tranquility. Mirrors of Time allows you to take the next step. Using the accompanying audio, you can now actually undergo the same regression techniques that I use with my patients. Download instructions can be found on page 91. Now you can go back through time to remember past events that may have led to the symptoms or difficulties experienced today. Through the process of remembering these past events, current symptoms will tend to diminish and a strong sense of peace and well-being will likely emerge. So for all of those of us who want to become better and better and better, and whatever difficulties we're having or experiencing, now with this book, we will gradually go deeper and be able to take ourselves out of them. Dr. Y says, the process of remembering these past events, current symptoms will tend to diminish and a strong sense of peace and well-being will likely emerge. That's the intention for this book. Sometimes the memories evoked will be of childhood or in utero incidents. But if you feel that you need to experience past life memories in order to resolve current life problems, they too can be elicited by the exercises on the audio. The benefits of regression therapy extend far beyond the alleviation of symptoms. Healing often results on all levels of our being, including the physical, the emotional, the spiritual. Just about every one of my patients practices meditation and or regression exercises between their visits to my office. For the more they practice, the faster and deeper they can go. The exercises on the audio are very safe, and thousands of people have been using them over the years. However, it's extremely important that you be patient even if you don't notice immediate results. Regular practice will foster your physical and emotional health and will open up spiritual vistas that can endue your life with new meaning. I hope that through the practice of these exercises, you will feel more joy, peace, and love in your life. So, part 1, regression. Chapter 1, healing the body, touching the soul. In 1992, in order to further document the importance and efficacy of regression therapy, I wrote Through Time into Healing. At that time, I'd already helped hundreds of patients retrieve childhood and past life memories, a process that often led to very rapid and dramatic clinical improvement. Since then, the number of patients I've treated has reached more than 3,000, and I have conducted workshops and seminars in many countries. Many of the participants at these events have also had their present disorders improve as they recall their past life experiences. I've written another book called Meditation, Achieving Inner Peace and Tranquility in Your Life, to be published by Hay House in May 2002, which is about using meditation for deeper relaxation and healing. In minutes of time, however, I want to specifically concentrate on regression exercises. The efficacy of regression therapy in curing symptoms such as fears and phobias that originated in earlier incarnations has been extensively validated over the years. So I repeat again, everybody, if we are finding challenges in this life of ours, it's because of a pattern, it's because of a trauma, it's because of something which has happened in our past lives. Nothing happens in anybody's life without a base. There are questions that you ask, why am I going through struggle? It's because you're holding on to something from past life. And I strongly recommend these regression therapies as we go further in the course. This is also a course that we're going to be taking up so that we can go better and better. So nonetheless, we'll continue with the reading before, and then as time permits, we will be going further deeper in ourselves. I personally found as my work expanded that I was able to discover other benefits of this type of therapy. Whether people were in my office or using the series I created, I initially recorded these exercises to offer my patients a way to continuing to develop their power of concentration at home so that they could access their subconscious memories between therapy sessions. I noted that the more my patients practiced, the faster they were able to reach deep states of relaxation and concentration in the one on one sessions we had in my office. However, I also became aware that regression exercises practiced regularly can unlock energies within people that they are usually unaware of. I want to emphasize these additional benefits and encourage you to acquire a practice that will foster your physical and emotional health, which will open up spiritual vistas that can endow your life with new and profound meaning. Many questions have been addressed to me regarding the practice of regression therapy. The following chapters would alleviate any concerns you may have about incarnation, reincarnation, regression therapy, hypnosis, or the risk of doing regression exercises by yourself. In this way, you can reap the full benefits of the exercises. For when the blocks and obstacles are removed, not only will physical and emotional symptoms improve, but barriers to your inner peace and happiness will also disappear. And this is exactly what we are going to be doing in our growth stage. Chapter number 2 is about my own beginnings. Of this is the first time you're reading one of my books, it's important that you know a little about my professional background and how my skepticism has gradually evolved into a more open minded attitude. I described this extensively in my first book, Many Lives, Many Masters, but I'll give you a brief overview here. I graduated from Columbia University and received my medical degree from Yale University of Medicine, where I also completed my residency training in psychiatry. I taught at several highly respected medical schools, and I also published more than 40 scientific papers, mainly in the field of pharmacology and sleep disorders. When the experience took place that changed my entire outlook in life, I was chairman of the Department of Psychiatry at Mount Sinai Medical Center, a teaching hospital affiliated with the University of Miami. I was an academic psychiatrist, utterly skeptical about what I considered non scientific areas. I knew nothing about the concept of reincarnation and didn't have the slightest interest in the subject. Then I started to treat Catherine, a woman in her late 20s who was suffering from depression, phobias, and panic attacks. A year of conventional psychotherapy had produced no results, which prompted me to try hypnosis. I felt that recalling her repressed childhood traumas might explain her current symptoms. But despite uncovering several traumatic incidents from her childhood, she still failed to improve. I continued using hypnosis, looking for even earlier childhood traumas. I instructed her to go back to the time and the events that caused her phobias. To my complete amazement, she went back approximately 4,000 years to a former life in the Middle East. Catherine tried to describe experiences with extraordinary wealth of detail about her surroundings and narrated remarkably emotional events. At first, I thought that her memories were merely fantasies, but Catherine began to improve after every session, and all her symptoms eventually vanished as she recalled more past lives while under hypnosis. Within a few months, she was completely cured without the use of any medication. The series of events with Catherine and subsequent patients prompted a deep rooted change in me. Although still somewhat skeptical, I searched through medical libraries and bookstores seeking works that told of similar phenomena. I found some fairly good research, such as that by Dr. Ian Stevenson, who was chairman of the Department of Psychiatry at the University of Virginia. Dr. Stevenson wrote about some incidents involving children who were able to recall details of their earlier lives. These reports were later validated by thorough investigation. I'm certain that there are many additional medical professionals who are wary of telling the public about what they have observed in their practices, but they're frightened of losing their credibility. I know that I went through such a process. I waited 5 years before I wrote about my experiences with Catherine. I was fearful of damaging the reputation I had so carefully cultivated over many years of training and professional practice. Now, there is no doubt in my mind that past life regression therapy offers a rapid and effective way of treating physical and emotional symptoms, in addition to offering many other benefits. Thousands of patients now with symptoms improved and fears and grief assuaged attest to the power of this therapeutic technique. Chapter 3: The Benefits of Regression. The path of our spiritual journey is an inward one, unique to each of us. Wise teachers can point the way, but only we can make the journey within. We progress at our own speed, and there is no schedule or deadline for reaching enlightenment. I'd like to add the point here that spiritual journey is inward. We all are familiar. But it's like a ladder. If we go up, we can come down also. All of us going through many, many phases in our life. So when you're in a blissful phase, you're going to be you'll be climbing the stairs much faster. But when you come through a downfall, the dark times, you'll be able to traverse back in your ladder. It's not like you've reached a particular point and you can't come down, you can. But if we continue with the meditation, if we continue with the studies, if we continue with the right company, then we will not come down. At least we will be on that level. So ultimately, everything depends upon us. Back to the book. Regressing to significant childhood events, to infancy, or even to past lives may provide considerable relief and benefit in the present times. Sometimes, just through the act of remembering, symptoms can be removed. Memories can lead to understanding, and understanding frequently leads to healing. You don't have to suffer from anything to receive benefits from the regression exercises contained within this book. You can recapture the happiness, joy, and spontaneity of childhood. You can even revisit loved ones when you were all younger. You can remember past lifetimes, becoming aware through this process that your soul, your true essence, is immortal and eternal, and you have lived before, and here you are again. You never really die, nor do your loved ones. You are always being reunited either on the other side in heaven or back here in the physical dimension. Now, for those of you who have lost your loved ones, I lost my brother 5.5 years ago, and yesterday was his 40th birthday, had he lived. And I lost him in 2018. But I know for certain that I have, because of past life regression, that I've seen my brother with me in so many lives. As my Sikh son, as my Arabic brother, as my monk co-learner. When we know that people who come and people who go in our life, maybe at a younger age, we will be reunited with them either in the physical realms or back in either in the spiritual realms or back in the physical dimension, then at least it's a consolation that there's hope. Hope is the biggest gift we can give to ourselves in any situation. Being hopeless is very easy. But being hope also comes very easily if we start changing the way we think and believe and behave. Whether you suffer from symptoms and fears or whether you're just curious, there are many blessings awaiting you when you practice the regression exercises on the accompanying audio. To some extent, frustration can block the healing and transformative process. Try not to expect specific results when using the audio. Just gently receive what comes to you. There is no time frame or race. Some people experience vivid memories or spiritual events the very first time. For others, it may take days, weeks, or even months. Many benefits will accrue even without memories. Just relax as much as possible and open your mind to whatever enters your awareness. If you can practice with patience, you'll find much more joy, inner peace, and understanding in your life. So, you know how we are, what we are, what's happening in our lives, there's always a reason for it. When you do PLRs, these regression therapies, maybe you don't tap into your any life. Maybe you tend to sleep when the meditation is going on. Always know that at a deeper level, you are healing. We're going on to chapter 4, which is about curing fears and phobias. Many people have already been practicing regression exercises by using my CDs and audios, and they've related important information and memories that they've discovered in the process. Valuable recall, particularly memories related to phobias, pain, or other symptoms that we carry with us as a legacy from past lives, can lead to healing. Relief from chronic musculoskeletal pain can occur quite rapidly when its past life roots are uncovered. For instance, a woman whom I had never met before wrote to me saying the regression exercises had brought back a memory of having been hung in a previous life. After she made the discovery, the chronic pain in her neck, for which she had sought various forms of treatment to no avail, vanished. One interesting facet of her experience is that she discovered that she had been hung unjustly in this past life. Today, this woman is an advocate for the oppressed and the mistreated, a defender of human rights. When she remembered her past life experience, she also understood her deeply ingrained inner drive to fight for the victimized. Now, do you understand? Unknowingly, this woman picked up a profession, but that was unknown to her physical dimension, her conscious brain. But subconsciously, she knew it was innately ingrained in her because she was victimized. So she picked up that particular thing as a profession. So, all of us, whatever is happening in our life, has a root, has a base, has a foundation, and that could be in our past lives. So, happy healing to all of us. Dr. Y says, I have regressed people suffering from asthma who were cured by recalling a death by fire or smoke inhalation in a past life. I also helped a young man who lost his fear of flying when he discovered that in a past life he was a pilot of an aircraft shot down by the enemy in World War II. Not everyone needs regression therapy, and even if no past life memories are elicited, some people can profit greatly from simply practicing the exercises. In fact, approximately one third of the people who do the exercises don't immediately have recollections of past lives. Nevertheless, the meditations offer other types of healing and benefits. For example, through the exercises, one can discover the power of mindful breathing, and one's muscles will learn the feelings of deep relaxation and the release of tension. Many people have written me to say that regularly practicing these exercises has helped them deal far better with the stress and turbulence of their daily lives. They have subconsciously learned how to relax and release tension. During the course of the day, when facing moments they are particularly tense and stressful, these people just automatically breathe more deeply and consciously relax, which helps them to calm down and focus. Physicians know that stress and anxiety can depress the immune system. Therefore, achieving inner peace through these exercises can be very beneficial for one's health. In addition, inner peace allows love to flow freely, which doctors can only can know can prevent illness. The immunological system of love, of people in love, is functioning at its optimal level. So, do you just read the profundity of this statement? The immune system of a human being who is witnessing love works at its optimal level, which means that love heals. Now, if we know that love heals, are we living in love? Which means, are we giving love? And the easiest way to see this would be to see your action, your reaction with people around you. Are you complaining or are you receiving love? Have you opened your heart and your mind and your body to receiving and giving love? Are you flowing in love? Today we'll be probably meditating on that. Meanwhile, let's continue the reading. Even when there are no memories evoked, people suffer from anxiety and panic attacks can develop conscious control over their bodies through frequent practice of these exercises. They can learn to slow down their breathing and avoid hyperventilating. By controlling the respiratory rate, muscle tension, and even blood pressure, they're often able to halt these attacks. I once treated a woman who suffered panic attacks when crossing bridges. Although she was unable to discover the origin of this problem, she developed such control over her breathing and the muscles of her body that she was able to prevent the attack from sweeping over her. She also became so mindful of the earliest physical sensations of her impending attack that she could virtually end the episode before it even began. Isn't that magical? I have had many patients who have suffered heart attacks or are at high coronary risk who come to me not specifically for aggression, but rather to learn relaxation techniques. They want to control hypertension and stress related events, particularly when side effects preclude taking medication. In many cases, people are unaware when their breathing accelerates or becomes irregular, which worsens their symptoms or stress. By practicing regression exercises, these individuals become much more aware of their breathing and also remain alert to other critical body signals, such as cardiac rhythm, which they gradually are able to control. I've also had many examples of those who found the motivation and willpower to lose weight, give up alcohol and drugs, and quit smoking. Others have managed to overcome insomnia. The bottom line is that regular practice of these exercises can greatly benefit both your body and your mind. Today, let's meditate now, going deeper in our being. Now, again, as always, those of you who are familiar, you can either lie down or sit comfortably. Your back doesn't have to be straight. We're just going to go and discover where we are in our juncture. At least try to do that. So relax and rest. And close your eyes gently, very gently. Tune into the hearing power. Hear what's happening around you. Whether a fan is whirring or AC is on or a cooler is on. Or you can hear some birds if in case the window is open. And you can hear Mother Nature, maybe traffic sounds. Maybe there's some noise or some voice happening in the background of your house. Tune in. Become comfortable with who you are. And now, consciously start taking deeper breaths so that your body can go into relaxation mode. When you inhale a deep breath in and you hold it and you release, your body starts relaxing. Just relax. Keep tuning into your breath. Deeper breath is deeper relaxation. Deeper relaxation is deeper healing. We're healing ourselves consciously today at the cellular level. Think of that one physical problem that you have, which you want to be free of. It could be BP, anxiety, weight, hypertension, thyroid, any physical discomfort that you have. That you want to get free of, depression, whatever. And if you have multiple of these problems, think of one thing right now. Continue to deeply breathe. When you breathe in, start adding hope to yourself. When you breathe out, start diminishing whatever problem you have. Like say if it's on 100%, as you release your breath, as you exhale, see 1% being released. So with every breath, 1% goes down. So by the end of a couple of minutes, you'll come down much lesser in the baggage that you're carrying on your shoulders of this dis-ease. Keep breathing in, tuning in, releasing the problem. You're gently releasing this effortlessly. We all breathe. And now we're just doing conscious breathing and releasing when we exhale. It's as simple as it can get. And now I request you to go deeper and deeper within you and try and understand why is it that you have this problem. Any physical problem is born in our bodies, is manifested in our bodies because of an emotional upheaval. What insecurity do you have that you manifested this dis-ease? What burden are you carrying? And imagine yourself climbing a very steep mountain. And the rucksack on your back, the backpack on your back is really heavy. And imagine you have to take a water break and you sit down on that beautiful mountain. Somewhere you found a rock and you're sitting on it. You've taken the bag off, you've taken the water bottle out. You've had a lot of water and you just felt the need to declutter your bag and you're like, I don't want this, it's too much of weight. And you throw half of the stuff. You just keep it on the rock that maybe on the way back I'll pick it up. And now you put the backpack again on your back and you're climbing up. How wonderful you feel because half the weight is gone, you feel so much lighter, and you're able to climb much more faster. In a similar way, without dis-ease, you can age more beautifully. Longevity will be much more. So what do we choose? To hold on to this weight, the baggage, the emotional strain, or to drop it and start flowing in love? try and see that you have become dependent on this problem as a protection angle. This disease has come in your body to protect you from that particular emotion because you have not been able to make peace with that emotion. What is emotion? Energy in motion. Everything around us is energy. But which energy do we pick and expand and bring into motion becomes our predominant emotion? Whatever has happened has happened. We can't undo the past, but we can definitely write a better present and write a very beautiful future. When we understand by going deeper and understanding why this problem is there, then the problem's a sense gets a bit shaken. Now ask yourself, how would I be without this disease, without this problem? Obviously, what you're saying is beautiful. You will be lighter, better, feeling much better, more healthier. There are only pros to this, there are no cons. Then ask yourself, then when I know that I will be better without these symptoms, without all of this extra baggage, then why am I holding on to this disease? Why do I feel that my life depends upon it? Is it my emotional conditioning, societal conditioning, my need to be a particular way, which is why I'm holding on to it? And you're still on the mountain. What if you drop your bag completely, never to be found again? The bag rolls and rolls and rolls down and goes to the bottom of the mountain and crashes into a million things because each time it's going down, it's just getting more tattered. It gets open and all the stuff gets in 10 directions and you can't ever find it again. Is there a feeling of loss or is there a feeling of hope and light? We are so used to holding on to materialism. Even this disease, we are somehow unknowingly attached to it. Can we drop it? On an above level, you will say, yes, I can. But can you? Can you drop all symptoms, all attachments attached to that disease? And today, to understand the disease, try and refer to Louis Hay's Heal Your Body, or you can heal your life. The backside has A to Z of all the diseases and the reasons why we have it and the affirmations to heal it. It'll help you understand why you're holding on to that problem and what should you do to release it. We no longer need anything in our body which is without love. We let it go easily and willingly. I am hopeful and I'm willing to release all excess baggage that is no longer required by my physical body. I'm learning to flow in love. I'm learning to grow in love. I'm learning to evolve in love. I am love. My life is love. When I grow in love, when I grow in life, only magics happen. I'm a creator of magics because I am love. Everything is radiating nice and bright because I am light. I'm traversing through a tunnel, but I know at the end of the tunnel there is light. I am hopeful and I know that I will see the light. In my being prepared to see the light, I am already becoming light. Love and light. Two beautiful manifestations of universe are present in me. But while I know that there is love in me, there's also lack of love in me, which could be hate. When I know that there's light in me, then I also know that there's lack of light in me, which is dark, which is the reason what we don't like expands because we put our energy into it. But what we also know is wherever we put energy expands. So if we start putting our energy into what we want to be and not what we don't want to be, the equation will change. At this juncture, I again wish you to make an affirmation of who you wish to be. Before we worked on dropping off our baggage. Now we're working on the affirmation. An affirmation which doesn't have the problem in it. So say if you have diabetes, you don't say I'm diabetes free. You see, and you say what your heart guides you. That I am joyously love-filled and healthy. And I'm beaming of beautiful health, vibrating with great energy and flowing in love. I am love. I am light. I am health. I am joy. I am abundance. I am strength. I am focus. I am disciplined. I am dedicated. I am passionate. I am committed. I flow in love because I am love. So it is. This beautiful set of affirmations, fold your hands and take your folded hands and touch it gently on your forehead. This is where your Agna chakra is. Going into future. With this beautiful act, you're praying that your future, immediate future, is full of these affirmations. And now at your eye level, open your hands as if you're blessing the eye level. By this, you're blessing all the affirmations you have led and given the universe, adding them in your future. Blessings have beautiful power. Your own blessings for your own future. And may this expand and resonate in the entire universe. And may anybody at your level thinking of what you are manifesting also get help with your beautiful heavenly cosmic blessings. Be blessed. Lots of love and light. We'll see each other in the gap tomorrow morning, yet again, same time, same place. Have a magical day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.